Morning everyone. Today I'm doing a little bit of a review on the Vevor Graver Max. It's a palm engraver. Now this is way too long of a setup that I got going on here, and I need to definitely learn what I'm doing still, but that's okay. So anyway, I wanted to do this because I found very little online about Vevor's hand engraving machines. And sadly, what is out there is not very, comprehensive. So I figured I would do what I can. Now, I'm still learning, from scratch, so bear with me here. This won't be the last video on this subject. I got myself a central pneumatic, it's their airbrush kit thing, for the air compressor that's needed. We then went to, and that's from Harbor Freight. Then we went over to Ace Hardware, and we got ourselves a splicing setup to splice things, so it would actually go to the graver. Now the big question I had was, does this thing actually work? I found maybe 2 videos online about Vevor engraving products, the hand style ones, and one of the comments on it was break out some metal or something, cause the person managed to get the thing to turn on, which I understand that feels like a hell of a success. I was pretty happy when mine got turned on too. So I figured I would actually put a line in something just to show people what it is capable of. Now mind you, this is also in extreme beginner hands. If anyone has any bit of information, comments that I might want to know about what I'm doing, exactly what I want for one of these possibly, because I got a couple. This one here is literally a freaking knife attaches to it, and I'm afraid to put it in because I'm I'm gonna cut the hell out of myself. So I've got to turn on the air compressor and turn on the machine. I've got it kind of set up the best I could for this. Let's make sure it's still. If anybody has anything, just let me know. I won't be offended as long as you're not trying to be a jerk about it. So that was a really... see if I can't. Now, if it goes too deep, I'm noticing that can be a problem for me. And yeah, I'm gotta be holding this thing the wrong way, because what I saw was this. Well, that's actually not bad. So I am going over the exact same spot in that last bit, but it's definitely taken some metal up. I have no idea what angles I'm supposed to use on this. Or any of that. I'm just I'm holding it wrong. I know I am. I'm doing it wrong. But it's actually cutting some metal, so to the several people I did see on the other videos commenting about it not, like, doing anything other than turning on, it sure appears like it'll do more than, or at least turn on, and do more than just turn on. I've got a lot of learning to do on this, so yeah, I think if you're starting out and, like, a lot of us, the option to go spend $2,000 on a freaking tool is not possible, period. Just not gonna happen. I think this is a good option. I'm glad I did it so far. I cannot say that it's going to stay that way, but for the time being, I mean, I'm gonna keep playing with that a little bit more. Even if it takes multiple runs, if I can get me a semi-straight line a groove like that, I think, is gonna be more than enough to do the pave design stuff that I need to do. I could be wrong about that. I'll find out. Anyway, definitely more to come on this subject. I appreciate everyone out there, and I just wanted to put something up on this subject so people won't be as afraid to buy this machine. I wouldn't go with just the cheapest one out there. I don't know how it'll work, but so far so good on the Graver Max.